Unfortunately, Calais at the moment is more famous for the migrant problem that is prevalent across Europe than for a lot of other things, but Calais is also famous for its lace, its handmade lace. Let's park that there for one moment, because actually what I want to talk about in this video is the extent to which the old adage that the law is an ass is actually really true. At present, the French government is in the throes of redrafting the Code de Travail, the labour laws or the employment laws in France, to liberate a bit the extent to which employers can be a little more fleet of foot in resourcing themselves when times are good and de-resourcing themselves when times are bad. The law being introduced at the moment proposes that if you have 4 quarters of negative growth, in other words loss, you can start laying people off. At the moment it's a lot more complicated than that, as a result of which most employers shy away from giving long-term contracts, as a result of which most people in France are on short-term contracts. Now, as we speak, the unions and the students are taking to the streets to protest against this change in the law, without realising the extent to which the law, the way it is at the moment, is actually preventing their members, or fellow students, getting a bloody job in the first place. Not as queer as folk, not as ridiculous as ordinary crazy people. But let's come back to Calais, because it is directly relevant to what is going on from a legal perspective at the moment. A couple of years ago, one of the 3 remaining lace makers in Calais laid 5 people off because of a downturn in their order book. The court in Lille a couple of days ago told the company to re-employ those 5 people. The net effect of that company having to re-employ those 5 people is that it has gone into liquidation with the loss of almost 70 jobs. As I said at the beginning of this video, the law is an ass. And to exemplify just what an ass the law is in France, in trying to reorganise the Code de Travail, the employment law, the government is trying to streamline some of the more ridiculous bits and pieces that you will find in a massive big tome that is employment law in France at the moment. It is illegal for you to eat your lunch at your desk, but it is entirely legal for you to swill beer, drink wine, or down a pint of cider whilst you're sitting at your computer.